I want to share with you this idea of why some people are having a hard time breaking habits, specifically negative habits, and then putting in positive ones. And it has to do with the programs that we have in our mind. It has to do with the fixed ideas, the limiting beliefs, the strongholds that we get. And we wonder, well, where do we get these ideas? Well, we know from 0 to 7, basically from that age group, that our minds are wide open. Our subconscious is wide open. We've heard this all throughout our lives in church. You teach a child in the way they should go, and when they're old, they won't depart. Well, that's partly because their brains have been trained and programmed to behave or act or believe a certain way. And fortunate or unfortunately, those beliefs will carry out our entire lives without us ever even understanding or knowing. This is why sometimes we always return back to our childhood homes, or as we lose some of our mental faculties, we go back to childlike behavior, or when we're stressed, we return to primitive psychology and primitive physiology. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that we have fixed ideas and limiting beliefs that may or may not be true, that are programmed in our brain at a young age, and we're not aware of what's true and what's not true, and we accept these things and we carry them out. Well, I'll give you some examples. Let me show you on this diagram a little bit about what we're understanding and what we're teaching, so that it might help you move towards some positive goals in life. So here it is. Someone or something is being an originator or an operator in your life. Let's say this is a parent or a teacher or a preacher or a learning, some aspect of authority that you call truth. Now, this individual has an idea, and they're going to suggest it to you. They're going to suggest it to you. They're going to convey it either through a gesture, they're going to give it in a speech, or through writing, or through pictures, but they're going to transfer that idea to you. So think about this. If you do like this, or you do like this, these are gestures that communicate something. We could hear what we perceive to be true. Someone can tell us what's true. An authority will say, this is what's true. And if you trust them and you believe them, or you're fascinated by what they say or who they are or what they have, you will allow that idea into your conscious mind. And if you add feeling and emotion, sentiment, in meaning to that, you will accept it. It'll drop into your subconscious. And if you focus on that long enough, it will show up in your body and in your life. This is how it works. It happens like this with healing. It happens with this with disease, with beliefs. And the interesting is, everything is suggesting to us. TVs, social media, authorities, religions, government, friends, all of this is suggesting to us, and it gets fixed in our minds. And if it's healthy, then we have healthy life. If it's not healthy and destructive, then our life begins to demonstrate disease and sickness and failure. Well, how do you work with this? How do you even know this stuff? Well, first it starts with you understanding something about the laws of life, the laws of the body, mind, and soul, universal laws, universal principles, so that you can either accept this idea, you can learn to accept this and let it express, or you can reject it so it doesn't express. But most of you don't even know what's true and what's not true, because you're allowing somebody else to program you. And so if you have an interest in deprogramming yourself for health, maybe some form of relative success or relative peace in life, then you may want to join us as we venture into teaching concept therapy. It's a philosophy of life designed to help remove negative fixed ideas, negative and fixed limiting beliefs, strongholds, energy blocks in life, so that you can replace them with positive, constructive ideas so you can move on with life and get back to health and wellness and success and peace in all aspects. Because what if you could put healthy ideas in, successful ideas in, meaningful ideas in, and they can show up in your body and in your life. You want to know what ideas are in here? Well, just look at your body and look at your life. Your body and your life are literal transcriptions of what's in your mind. So we look forward to helping you understand that, guiding you. We won't tell you what to think, but we will sure lead you in how to think and how to bring logic and reason back into life so that you can have the success you want. So join us for a concept therapy class. More to follow.